Hi, this is Judge Joe Stevens. It is with sincere regret that I couldn't be with you all today, but I want to first and foremost thank you all for coming to Justice of the Peace Court 3-1. I want to briefly go over what you all will be doing today. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and also about my journey. Well, welcome again. Today you all will be doing a mock trial. It's much like what we do here every day when we go over cases. One of you will be presiding as judge, sitting right here where I am. We'll have the defense counsel as well as plaintiff's counsel, and then some of you will serve as jurors. We'll go through some scenarios of various cases, and you guys will be zealously advocating for your client, whether you're on the defense side or the plaintiff side, much like we do every day here in court. Ironically, I'm not there with you guys today because I have another job. I'm also a licensed attorney in the state of Texas, and I got called into a deposition for my client. I've got people coming in from out of town, and so I've got to go and do a deposition of actually somebody that had a family member that was killed. And we have about a $60 million lawsuit that we're trying to fight and get this family the money they deserve. So that's why I can't be with you guys on tomorrow. But again, welcome. So a little bit about me. I'm from a small community right across the street from this courtroom called Pine Trails. I went to North Shore High School. I graduated in 1991. And after I graduated high school, I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to go to the University of Colorado. Thereafter, a couple of years at Colorado, I ended up transferring to the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, where I teamed up with a gentleman by the name of Derek Fisher. Some of you may know Derek. He was a 5-time NBA champion with the Los Angeles Lakers. He teamed up with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. And at the same time, when Derek went to the Lakers, I came home and I played for the Houston Rockets for 3.5 seasons. I also played for the Vancouver Grizzlies. And then I played for the Utah Jazz for a little bit, and then I went overseas to Europe. I want to tell you about my time with the Rockets. I know a lot of people like to talk about those days with Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, a guy you guys probably know on TV now, and Charles Barkley. I was his rookie. I got hazed my entire rookie year in the NBA by Charles Barkley. I was not a draft pick. I ended up actually going to an open tryout. The Rockets had just come off back-to-back championships. Yeah, that's right. The Houston Rockets actually used to win championships back in 94, 95. Well, my rookie year was 1996, and was a kid from right here in this community. Used to work out at the YMCA in Wallaceville until midnight, honing my skills. And at one point, my mother, Cheryl Stevens, who was a lifelong educator, she asked me one day, she said, "Joe, what are you gonna do?" And I said, "Mom, I wanna play professional basketball." She said, "How many professional basketball players are you hanging around?" And if you know my mother, she speaks in riddles. And so what that meant how many people are you honing your skills against that are on the level that you're trying to reach? And it brings to mind a quote that says, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." And so I needed to surround myself with NBA basketball players. So I found a gym called Fondy Recreation Center, downtown Houston. And back then they had pickup games where all of the professional basketball players would play. So I went down there, and a couple of days I waited, didn't play. Finally, somebody said, "Hey, young fella, jump in. I'm tired." And I jumped in and played. Didn't do well my first couple of times out, but as the days went on, I got more and more comfortable, and the guys saw my talent. And so to me, what that says is when you surround yourself with people that are a little bit better than you, what it does is it raises your level. So I would encourage you guys that if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a dentist, if you want to be an attorney, if you want to be a judge, start hanging around people that want to do the things that you're doing. Every summer here at this court, we have interns, kids that come here that want to be in the legal profession. Well, I've been here over 10 years now. I'm in my 3rd term, and we actually have a couple of attorneys that actually started out doing what you guys are going to do today. We used to have a group that came here and did mock trials and teen court, And now a couple of them are actually attorneys that have tried cases before me. So I'm telling you guys, it works. So I went on and tried out for the Rockets, and actually in an open tryout, wasn't invited. Rudy Tomjanovich and Carol Dawson, who were the general manager and the head coach at the time, came up and asked me, how would I like to be a Houston Rocket? And of course I said yes. And to be honest, it changed my life. It changed everything. I was endeared this entire community to me. Was able to run for school board and win an election and run for this seat. And it did everything for me. But the message to that is shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, you're still among the stars. And what I mean by that is set your goals high. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve in life, you can do it, but you have to set those goals for yourself. And not only set goals for yourself, even beyond that, I can tell you many people at the time I made the team, they said, oh, you were lucky. It was luck. You got so lucky. And I'm going to say there's no such thing as luck. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I told you I prepared every night at the YMCA. I told you I found a group of pros to hone my skills and raise my level. So I was prepared, and then my opportunity presented itself. You can ask any adult in the room with you guys now, there's some point in their life when their opportunity presented itself. Because the fact of the matter is, I could have not been prepared. I could have showed up at that gym out of shape, not have worked out the whole summer, and not seized on my opportunity. So it's just a matter of time before your opportunity comes. The main thing is you need to be prepared, okay? After that, I went on to start a mortgage company back in 2000. I ended up selling my mortgage company in 2007 to a bank called Liberty Bank and Trust. Investing my money that I made when I played basketball, transitioning into the business world. After I sold my company, I started a insurance agency. Some of your parents may have been insured by me. The Joe Stevens Insurance Agency, which I just recently sold in 2023. And then I got a wild hair at the suggestion of Miss Linda Sherrard, who is here with you guys today. Miss Sherrard and Miss Dr. Angie Williams asked me to run for school board, and I did. And I won that election, and it really changed my life. It got me involved in politics. It got me involved in community service in an official capacity. I've always served my community, and I encourage you guys to do the same. I've always worked with kids. I've always kind of given back. And then through that giving back, this community gave back to me and elected me in 2016 to this bench as a Justice of the Peace. Wanting to be a lifelong learner, like the Galena Park ISD motto says, I ended up going and got my master's degree in 2010. I'm going back to 2010. I got my master's degree. And then in 2021, got a wild hair at 46 years old and decided to go back to law school. One thing about this bench and this level court, we only handle Class C misdemeanors and lower, which are traffic tickets, evictions, and some of our most challenging dockets. We do weddings. But I'm the trier of fact. I'm the person that makes the decision in this court. And so therefore, I wanted to do exceedingly more than my predecessor, than anybody that's ever sat in this seat. Why? Because I'm an African-American male. And I realize that as an African-American, we have to be excellent at everything we do, no exceptions. So I wanted to take it all away. So I became a licensed attorney in the state of Texas. I passed the bar the very first time. So now I'm a proud graduate of South Texas College of Law, and it's opened even more doors for me. I just told you guys I'm trying a $60 million lawsuit. I've got another case that's worth $40 million. I settle cases for car accidents every day. Actually just settled a case for my predecessor for, a little under $1 million. So I am giving back in a different way now through my law license. For the first time in my life, I have student loans, which makes you hustle a little bit harder to try to pay off these law school loans. But at any rate, I just want to leave this with you guys. As you go through life, as you go through school, I'm going to leave you with this. One, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you're still among the stars. What does that mean? Set your goals high. Even if you don't achieve your goals, you will have a bright future. Maybe you don't get a 4-year scholarship, maybe you get a 2-year scholarship. But through that effort, I promise you, it pays off. Hard work always does. Recipe to success is no secret. You gotta work harder than everybody else. Get there early, leave late. I promise it'll lead to success. And the last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with was ABC. What is ABC, Judge Stevens? ABC is always be competing. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You wanna get the best grades. You wanna get there first. You wanna be the last to leave. I promise you guys, I've had a lifetime of successes. I've had a lifetime of accomplished goals. The only way I've been able to do that is setting small goals for myself. And as I accomplished those small goals, I had big goals, NBA, but it started with very small goals and it turned into big goals. And then you look back over your life and you say, wow, I was an NBA basketball player. I built 2 companies and sold them. I'm now a multi-million-dollar litigation attorney. I'm also a judge. I'm a community leader. I'm an elected official in Harris County. I don't say that to brag. I say that to say that, guys, this works. When you build a house, they give you a set of plans, and those plans is a blueprint. It starts off with the foundation, and then you frame the house up, and then you put the roof on, and then you close the walls in. I'm telling you how to build a house of success, right? Recipe is easy. Get up early, go to bed late, work as hard as you can, and ABC, always be competing. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for coming to JP31 today. You're gonna be zealously advocating for whatever side you're on. I would ask you to do your best. Listen to my staff, they're excellent. They're gonna tell you what to do. And God bless you guys. Thank you so much for coming today. I wish I could be with you all. I want you all to enjoy your holiday season. Thanksgiving is coming up. Be thankful. Your family loves you. Then you got the Christmas season, which I love. But wish I could be there with you guys today, and God bless you. Thank you very much, Judge Stevens.